In this video, we're gonna reassemble the bumper with all the bumper brackets, and we're gonna put the bumper on my mom's 72 Charger. All right, I'm gonna start with this upper bracket and attaching it to the bumper. So if we come over here to Dylan's bumper, we can see this lip is gonna face up. This area right here is raised. This is for your hood latch. And then we have these eyelets coming back over here. So the V area is gonna go in like that. There's the eyelet and the eyelet, and then this raised area for the hood latch. For now, I'm just gonna put these all in hand tight. And by the way, these holes that are in the bumper are square. These bumper bolts have that square, so they'll shove through like that. And I would just screw the nuts in from the top side. The button head on this side is basically giving you as much clearance as possible to clear the grill when you put it in. Oh, that's interesting. So this one has a double square. The rest of these holes on this bracket are slotted. So when you do tighten everything up, make sure you tighten this one first. All right, so I moved Dylan's bumper over here for orientation to match the bumper on the bench. And I'm gonna put this piece in next so we can see that this angled side has to point inward. This part's gonna go underneath this bracket, and it's gonna go on top of the bumper ledge or edge. And the bolts, when they go through, they're gonna go through in the upward direction on the top. Now on the bottom, they'll also go in the upward direction. For now, I want to leave everything a little loose. I think what I'm going to have to do is, once I have the clips for the grill, pop those in and test fit the grill to make sure that these positions are correct. You know, I might have to slide this one way or the other to get the grill, or to align it to the grill basically. And same thing on the opposite side. Go ahead and set this in. It's going to go above this lip on the inside, but below this bracket. And again, these bolts go in the up direction. The next piece I'm going to install is the end piece here. So you can see we got this angled portion that goes to the bottom of the bumper, and then this flat portion goes to the top. And the top one is going to go above the bumper lip, the bottom one above the bumper lip, and the bolts up on the top. And then we've got a reverse. We got a one up closer to the bumper bracket and down for that small bracket. And the opposite side, same thing, on top, and the bolt down on the outside. The bumper, an additional bumper bracket's gonna go here, but we're not gonna put it in until we have it on the car. That one bolts to the fender. So the button head bumper bolts that are on the bumper, you know, they have the chrome cover on them basically. I have some new ones. They're brighter, they look more shiny, and I have some old original ones which look duller. But the brighter new ones have like lots of little micro scratches in them, and the old original ones don't. You can see from here, I'm gonna come in close slowly. So the ones on the right, you can kind of see more reflection on them. They look brighter. My inclination is to use those, which are the new ones. These are the old ones. You get close, look at all the little micro scratches in the new ones. Okay, from here over, those are the new ones. And then these are the old ones. They're all uniform. They don't really have the micro scratches. What do I use? Maybe these have 1,000,000 micro scratches. This is what they look like before they look like that. I don't know. I'm gonna use these. I think they look better. All right, the last pieces to the grill brackets. These guys are gonna go on top of the bottom lip, but below this top bracket. The top, all the bolts are gonna be facing up. We have the 2 bolts on the top side, but only 1 bolt on the bottom. These look universal. Okay, what I'm about to tell you is extremely important. These are the bumper bolts, button head. They have a square, see the square? That goes into the square of the bumper. That keeps it from spinning. Then you have a flat washer that goes on next, and then a lock washer and a nut. This is the critical part. You want to just snug it down. You don't want to tighten these as tight as you can get them. So for right now, we want all this loose. So when we put it in the car, we can shift the bumper one way or the other to align it to the fenders. There is some slots. The holes are slotted in the bumper brackets, so it can be moved. But the really important part is this. Once these are tightened up to the frame rail, which is what you're gonna do first, then you're gonna shift the bumper to whichever direction you need to shift it, and then you're gonna tighten these bumper bolts down. However, you do not tighten these as tight as you can get them. All right, because if you do, you're gonna pucker in the front of the bumper, you're gonna bend it, you're gonna crack the chrome, and then water's gonna get in there and rust. You're gonna damage your expensive bumpers. You wanna make sure that the lock washer is compressed enough so that it locks, and you want it to be tight enough so this stuff doesn't vibrate loose and fall off, but you don't wanna over tighten it and damage your bumpers. You need to understand that if you tighten these down as hard as you can get them, you're gonna pucker the bumper and you're gonna destroy it. Okay, last piece of the puzzle. This bumper is actually the original bumper on the white 72 Charger, my mom's car. And Dylan's bumper didn't come with this bracket here because his car didn't have bumperettes. My mom's car does have bumperettes. So I'm gonna put the bracket back in. I'm not sure I'm gonna put the bumperettes back on, but it's hidden behind the bumper, so I'm not too worried about it. Just wanted to get reference. So basically this bracket is cupped upward is the direction to put it on. So I only had 1 original bolt and nut, and that's what they look like, that hold up this center brace that the bumperette's attached to. So I went to the hardware store, Ace, and I got these grade 8 3/8 thread. I think they were 3/8 16. Anyway, it's the same thread as that. These nuts, they're kind of like pinched so they lock. Same thing with these. I'm gonna leave it loose, somewhat loose, so we have some flexibility to move around to put all these parts on. In today's video, we're gonna put Grandma's front bumper back on her 72 Dodge Charger. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.
You hear that car or that engine? That's nitromethane. Somebody's got nitromethane. Something. Could be a boat.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
they go this way. They go out and then over. So it's going to go like that. A little more. Okay, well, let me see. You hear the feel? Yeah, about right there. Probably good, huh? You see? Oh, I trust you. Tighten up this corner bracket real quick. Let's do a really cool part. We're gonna put this emblem in, or you're gonna put it in. This is from year one, which means we paid good money for it. Part number is VC189. It could be 01 CA 34-5F. Basically, it's the bumper emblem, the front. Look at that. That's beautiful. And then here's the nuts. I was gonna put the original nuts on there, but I don't know what I did with the old emblems. Let me look around real quick. Let me see if there's something here. See, this is what they're supposed to look like. That's the right ones. Those little prongs on there are really small and they're very delicate. And this part was very expensive, so you gotta be very careful. So I'm trying to screw them on as much as I can by hand. Okay. And now you have to go back here with that ratchet and snug them down. See how it's loose right now? You're gonna tighten it until it doesn't rattle anymore, basically, and then stop. No, it's still a little loose. My bad.
On the bottom.
Yep. Let me see. Looks like it's been ground too. Look at how thin it is in there. Yeah, I think maybe when they ground this to clean it up, they made it too thin. That's why it's spinning. There's a grind mark in there. That wasn't us. We pulled it out of the package. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna put epoxy around this to kind of thicken it up, let it dry, and then that'll have to give something for the screw to bite into, okay? So we're gonna put a little smear of JB Weld on each of them to kind of thicken it up just a little bit so that the screw has something to bite into, and hopefully that fixes it. We took it off and the manufacturer ground too much off. This was skinny in that area, that's why it's just spinning. Okay, this is what's next. There are all the pieces that the grill is gonna screw into. The reason I'm doing this is, see how there's like 4 holes here on this one, but only 2 are gonna get used. So we gotta figure out which 2 are gonna be used. Looks like it's this top one, 3rd one down, top, 3rd one down, and then this side just has 2. Okay, makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then you grab these guys, and hopefully they don't break. Okay. But you see how it's kind of got like a splay that's squarish?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna put it inside this hole, and then you just push it in. Now, I said that like it's easy, but I don't think it's that easy, and it's not. So I gotta figure out something we can use to push that in and pop it in. Like a different size socket maybe?
Yeah, and this is a deep socket.
You give me an idea.
Use this, put a hammer on it.
You could try that too, but I was thinking a nut driver is kind of like a socket on a screwdriver handle.
Dad,
Yes.
this got in there like perfectly fine, and it got out perfectly fine, and now it's stuck.
Of course.
It's like wrapped around it, the metal.
Oops. This might do the same thing, but give it a try. Did it work?
Yep.
but now it's stuck.
Yep.
Okay, maybe.
Got it.
Worked? Sweet! Good job. Good idea. Which one were you trying to get it onto?
Any one of these.
Now it's stuck also.
Oh.
This one's 9/16. It's gonna fit in there. Oh, this is the ticket. Here, I'll try to get that out. You go try this. It work?
No. It's almost on there.
It worked.
Hmm?
It worked.
For you.
Oh, try it on this top one right here. Boom. That's it. Nice. What do they say? Give it the beans. Just don't hit that bumper. All right, is it not in all the way still? Nope. Let me see that one. I'm gonna put a little grease around this. It slides real easy. Way easier. All right, next time, grease. All right. We're gonna quit right there. When we come back, we're gonna pull the grills back out. We have to tighten up the corners because we can only get to those with the grills out. And then we'll go ahead and put the headlights in and plug in all the headlight harness to the lights and everything. And then we'll be done.